The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Welcome back again. A deja vu there. Apparently we have not progressed enough to get a new recap. We are still in the kingdom, or whatever it is, the small kingdom of the Bloody Baron. The Baronship, and there's likely a word for this. We're going to go ahead and try to blow through this this first quest here, see if we can officially have it over with. I keep stopping in the middle. Good morning, welcome back. I'm very much hoping to avoid wolves this time around, if at all possible. That being said, of course, instant wolves. So many wolves. Hello and welcome. Good morning. Or good afternoon? Good evening? Something like that. Alright, so I was attempting to fight the sergeant. It does not look like that's going to be possible until I finish this. But just in case, let me make sure that resetting the game did not reset the sergeant in question. Yes, he is still in there with the Baron. I will assume we cannot get to him yet. That's just fine. Let's get this over with. Tell the Baron to show me where he's buried the child. Let us solve this distasteful business.
Got any vodka?
All right, Baron. It's time. Oh, you're literally playing right now. That is awesome. And good witchery to you. If I had a hat, I would tip it. But I'm not much of a hat person. I'm sorry.
Ready?
The
Yes.
sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Put salt in their shotguns, too.
So
Just in
dig up the
case.
grave.
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome back. I'm so glad you all could catch me. Scant few hours
A bit
later.
Further. Follow me.
Alright, I'll follow you, but if you get drunk and begin to
Give the
beat
child a
me,
name.
this is over.
Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
I'm leaving you for the Peller. Welcome back. Geralt and I are very happy to see you as well.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good.
Yes, you plowing have.
Graves dug up. And empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Oh, great. Well, that's great news.
Look.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming.
Don't
We'll
hold
turn
it with your
around.
ass, then.
It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it
That
up.
sounds like
Take it in your
foreshadowing
arms.
to me. Sounds like they're saying, hey, get ready to use some magic.
Merciful gods.
I think Geralt's
Back to the
poor
fortress.
little heart is melting. He's considering
Yes.
adoption.
As I recall,
Alright, so I
you
have
were the one who wanted to
Axie
test the old
equipped. I think
legends
that's
of
the
Jacob
calming
Lover.
spell.
Oh, fuck.
So I just need to fight off anything that may come near. Keep the poor thing calm. And get back to the house.
Spectres. Watch the scent attracted them.
Do something.
I'm trying. Oh boy. I've forgotten how to use potions. There we go. It's down on the D-pad, if you were curious. As I was. Oh, come on.
Pest, take me. It's writhing something fierce.
There we go. Yikes.
Quiet now.
Couldn't pull off enough hand magic to get me through that.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me?
I imagine that will likely happen again.
Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
See if I can switch in anything better than raw meat while I have a moment. Raw meat, well, delicious. Not helping me much. Oh, some nice apple juice. Sure, that's fine. Some nice juice for Geralt. Alright. Oh, here we go again. Alright.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We're upward to the developers.
There we go. Drink some juice. Drink some juice, do. Can't seem to get that stun off when I need it. Come on now. There's the start. Down, boy.
It stopped.
Oh yeah, I always forget about
Chosen a name.
Yrden or Yrden or
So
whatever
think of one.
that stops them.
Important.
Thank you. Magic
It's a
drown,
girl.
yes.
What would Anna have
I'll
done?
get back into this, I hope. Get this all back into my head. It will only take me 3-4 months of playtime. It'll be fine. Okay, assuming we've made it. Just barely. By the skin of our apple juice. That's a spicy meat, baby. Yes,
Repeat
indeed.
after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
Oh,
By the powers of earth and sky.
playing with his little toes.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Let's hope this works.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But
I don't
it's
want
my
your company.
child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Try. Do. I know it's difficult. Alright, so he said wait a day and a night or something like that? See if I can meditate just to get this over with. I'm sure you can also go do other things, but we'll keep Geralt's mind on the task at hand. So that would be like a day, and then the night. Let me try until sunrise here. And see if that's enough. If not, we'll try more.
mastered a trade, keeps the hunger at bay.
It needs to be at. Oh, good. You can sit and wait right here. Jeez.
What's the rush?
I likely should have taken a step forward beforehand. Good to know.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea.
Well, you tried. You really tried to put some emotion into it, Geralt, and I appreciate
Lead
that.
me to those bound to you by blood.
And off it goes. Dear Dea, the waypoint of light.
Probably so hungry he's eating his own snot.
Love to.
Fancy an outing to find that sheep.
I suppose I can probably get Roach involved in this, but I'm having fun hiking, as per usual.
Baron Schmarren. If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. Don't get caught by
Ever heard of preventive arse whooping? Fuck.
Man, I wish this was just an unlockable GPS ability. This would be very handy. Though I likely shouldn't use the recently deceased for my own ends. Indefinitely. That's rude. Got some drowners.
You're ugly.
But I've got a baby to follow. No time for drowners. Oh?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Thank you, baby. I love you. Alright, what do we have here?
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
Oh, I thought that was a cup. But it is, in fact, a bracelet. So this is a smokehouse, huh? What have you been smoking in here? What did you smoke?
They change in here. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Okay, so it's taking me to multiple waypoints. This is very handy. Really just the best. Oh, I don't even want to know what that is. Some sort of stone spiders? I likely should be performing my witchery duties and removing these monsters from the world, but stone spiders aren't hurting anybody. Yet. Rot feed.
Necrophages had a field day.
Interesting.
Still worth a closer look.
Okay. Sure. No, you enjoy.
Carcass.
Yikes. I didn't know they could explode. Or I have forgotten this. Oh, good. If they explode, they get taken down with their friend. Can I not remove them, though? They seem to just keep coming back. if you hit them at all while they are joking. Bad times. Alright, 6 is the limit. They do eventually go away. Boy, am I grateful. Pardon me? Sorry to keep you waiting, dear lubberkin. And horse? Oh, come on. Stop playing in the corpse and examine it. Okay.
What do we have here?
Gotta get that right angle.
Bones have been here a while.
It appears as also we must do our CSI investigations in the German mode.
Chewed on the saddle.
There has been a redemption of
Necrophage doesn't eat
num-nums.
anything these days.
Let us inspect the ribs very carefully.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks.
And now the legs.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
The poor deer.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Yikes.
Must
Let's
have been
summarize.
attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on.
I did contaminate the
Everything doesn't
evidence
end
by
here.
tromping all over the horse carcass, yes. I have not followed a proper chain of evidentiary. Completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Died, no one will remember him, he has no items. May as well be a bush. Oh, that's harsh. I was gonna turn into some sort of terrible creature because of my rudeness. I'll have to go back and do a ritual. No, you matter. We care about you. I will name you Stephen. Alright. Onward, ghost baby. Still not calling Roach in. Still should. Still not. I don't want to be chased by wolves, but here we are. Oh god, they're giving up the chase. Is this it?
A fisherman's hut.
Thank you.
Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
I will take a closer look. Huh, lovely hearth out here. For fish smoking. Oh, hello. I should have knocked. I'm sorry.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for
Awfully
two women.
defensive
Bloody
for
Baron's
someone who
wife
knows
and daughter.
nothing.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Oh, it's definitely V. You've nailed it.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not.
I
I'm
appreciate
looking for
that.
Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high.
It's the
She's to
nicest
my
thing
brother's
anyone's
place
ever
in
said to me.
Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale.
Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with the Baron.
I agree.
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses, Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear
I
some
don't need this
demon
much
had
detail.
snatched 'em. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out
Tell
of
me more
nowhere,
about
a
how
gale
high the moon had risen.
thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing over the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed.
Let's not
bent
be
over
picking up
to
a
her
knife
son.
or anything. I
Tamara
don't want to
looked
have to make
down,
any harsh
licked her
decisions.
arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
The very rawest.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes.
It was the Baron.
I thought
He was on a rampage
The
again.
beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all?
Please
Risk a
continue.
lot.
I'm enraptured by your tale.
Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons.
Do tell me more about the moons.
We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
It's fine company you keep.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
It is, but that's what I'm here for.
Thanks for your help.
And I appreciate everything you've done.
Lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to
Of course
see
she
what
will.
is.
I will leave you a full hog for your dinner and 60 sovereigns as payment for this information.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Bye, my dearest. Enjoy your life of passive spectatorship. Maybe using some of those many points I have available would help me in combat. Goodness me. What a shame it is how poorly I'm playing this game. Strong attack. Deflect arrows. That would come in handy. And we'll keep going with fast attack for just a bit. Alright, Roach. It's time to bring you screaming back into play. So I don't know if it changes things, like if I can't go find Tamara later. I think she's a significant distance away in a safe town far from here. Let's check the map. And we could just ride up there now and make sure she's okay. Yeah, she's all the way off there. So we could, like, fast travel to the Hanged Man's Tree. We'd be there in a jiff. Make sure she's okay. Then we could talk to her dad. Let's try that. Where is the nearest fast travel post to me? I suppose it's Crow's.
Come on,
We'll
Roach.
keep going this way. Because I don't know if that disappears if I talk to the Baron. I may not be able to talk to Tamara, and I may lose out on some vital facet of the story. Oh no, that old fisherman farmer, he was lying. My mother's here in Oxenfurt with me. I don't know why that's what her daughter sounds like, but yeah, sounds about right. Okay. Get my boots a little wet, but sure. So off to the Hanged Man's Tree. This is where we first arrived in Velen, somehow, in the exact middle of it. Oh yes, please keep Roach's head on his body. I will do my best. I'll do my best. I'm not even doing Scottish anymore. I'm becoming a pirate. Slowly now, let's become Scottish. Not just a pirate, but fully Scottish, you see.
Let's go.
Okay. Let me make sure this is set correctly. It is not. It's taking me to that one. Place custom marker. I'll just place it here. There we go. So I want to go to this one. Oh, you got it, buddy. There you go. I could just change the description to "We Go Scottish Pirate." That would really take care of both problems. But then we'd be making references about the Black Pearl all the time, and I'd constantly be saying, "And an apple, one of those next." It would get very old, very quickly.
What's going on here? Why isn't anyone putting that out?
We want it to burn. Got it?
Piss off, or we'll fry you along with a fucking elf!
Okay.
There's a third way out of this situation.
There sure is.
Surrender.
Somehow always manage to get right in the middle of them. Which, as I've mentioned before, is rule 1. Don't get in the middle of them. There's his horse head off. And yours. Good. Now let's save an elf. Oh, I'm trying. Active telekinetic blast. Oh, maybe I just need to kill him. There we go.
Shit.
I'll stop blocking. Stop blocking and die. Clear the doorway.
Storm.
Okay, come on. There we go.
Fast. What was this about? Why'd they
So
want to
how
burn
are
you
things?
They came to rob me. I refused to betray where I keep my valuables, so they brought in a cart full of firewood, barred me inside, and set fire to the thing.
alive? Probably counting on you being swayed. Though I doubt they would have let you live even if you talked.
I've yet to thank you for your aid, Vatgern. My coin lies concealed in a hollowed-out stump behind the house. Take what you wish. It's dangerous to possess too much in these times.
Thank you. Farewell.
You're telling me. Okay. Enjoy your life. Sorry about the horrible, horrible people. I'm sure that will continue. They will continue to be horrible. Should very likely check my items at this point too. I probably have some upgrades to equip. Sure. Take some honeycombs and cheeses, yeah. Not the broken rig, though. So I'm assuming she just left without her money? She cares not for it? And I may as well take it then? A hollowed out stump. Aha. 20 crowns. A fine bounty, I think. Alright, get over here, Roach. Let's hope no one else is being tortured on the way to Oxenford.
That's it, Roach. Show me
That's a
what
big
you got.
bear. Excuse me, bear. And bravo, Roach. Very brave of him. A monster nest. It is now marked on my map, I hope. Let's see where we are. Hit the coastline. I'd better take this road down to that bridge. That'll be great. Okay. I am hoping there won't be too much combat within these city walls.
Let's go.
I suppose I could stop at a merchant momentarily. Hello, good sir. Do you have any cards of Gwent?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Wouldn't mind a look at, well, how do I say this? Okay, so I should likely equip both of those items instead of selling them. I really do need to be picking up more food / buying food from people. This would be a good thing to get in the habit of. Oh, sure. I'll take a lot. Just in case. I have no health items.
Farewell.
Alright. Well, I am right here. Let me swap these out. Some higher quality boots for me there. That's lovely, that is. Lovely boots.
Greetings.
And then you can have my old boots.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Though he likely is not the correct merchant for this sort of thing. 9 crowns he'd give me. So I could hold on to my boots and perhaps get more, but I don't really know. That might be the extent of my boots' quality. 9 crowns worth. I'm just going to get rid of them. Give the traveling merchant a good story. Some festering white-haired jackass sold me his boots, even though I clearly don't go for that sort of thing. Alright, slowly through the guardsmen. If I may. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm sure I'll be back to kill all of you. Excuse me, just gonna slip on ahead. My turn. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Into the city.
Giddy up.
Or perhaps not. Perhaps not
That's
into
it,
the city.
Roach. Not so fast, Roach.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless...
So there's
someone's
no
got a
reason
pass.
whatsoever. What kind of pass?
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
You're the only person people can ask that question to because the gate is closed.
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which,
Well, that
when
was my
folk
first
go
intention.
hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
Farewell.
Okay. So acquire a pass, but it does not tell you where. One of these old-fashioned use-your-brain sort of situations. Okay, fair enough. So if I was a spy trying to get into the city... Let's go ask in this town here. Just in case. See if we find any leads. Come on, Roach. These people don't want us.
That's the end.
Cool, yeah, Baron might give me the pass. If I tell him more. Like, did he have a car?
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
That's something to say. Walked past that guard and he said, "You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel." Alright. Anyone have information for me? Notice board? Tavern? No? Okay. Less of a town, more of a forced work encampment. Fair enough. I'll use your fast travel post then, if I may. And I suppose we'll talk to the Duke? Once more lacking a better plan. Alright. It's not a wasted journey, as we now have one slightly closer fast travel post. It's only a half-wasted journey, really. Perfect. Returning to the Baron does not block out any other part of the quest. I appreciate this. You know how I get paranoid. Especially after playing Dark Souls, where the sequence of everything is so vitally important, it seems. I begin to poison my mind, thinking every game is like this. Really, the only 2 acts of vital importance have already been done. We've given the lady back her frying pan, and we've rescued Princess the Goat. So however else the world shakes out, it's fine.
This downpour's a bastard.
Tinkle, tinkle. Here, Princess. Tinkle, tinkle.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that.
Oh, good. He
Yeah.
did survive.
I'm grateful.
I was more concerned with the horses, but thank you. It's always the right choice to help people. They're like, no, I'll make more money playing as a bad guy. I'm like, no, you're wrong. Be nice and the money will flow.
A word, please.
Okay.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of
We
which,
kissed a bit.
know where he is?
God,
Don't see how this is any
spends a lot
business of
time
yours.
sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No, don't drink, don't eat. Just sit. Nothing
I'm
here
gonna
for you.
fist fight the crap out of you one of these days. You just wait for it.
Proper downpour this is.
I found your family. Your wife
There
was
you are.
kidnapped by a werewolf. Your daughter is in
See the
Oxford.
hollyhock there?
Alright, I gotta go.
Blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most.
It's almost as though you shouldn't have beat her.
Free.
Filled with such remorse as you now are, it's as though you shouldn't have.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something?
I suppose that was his daughter
Let's go
he was
inside.
talking about
It's
specifically.
a bit chilly out.
And I don't know if there's anything there. But still, Swiper, no swiping. Baron, no being a dick.
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you
Do you
brought
know
her
how long a
back?
ride it is to
Never
Oxenfurt?
offered to
And
do
yet I
that.
took it anyway, and the gates
Have
were
you not
closed,
his
sir.
stuff?
The gates were
See her at
closed.
least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
I will go, but it is also not gonna happen.
That much I
Unless
can
you
do.
give me a pass.
I'm grateful. Take this. Call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontar Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Flashback sequence. And you know what that means. That means we get to play as the coolest person who ever existed.
To hunt down a wild boar that size? Why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Well, I did do all the work.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at
People
hand,
who aren't
no spear.
cowards.
My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Kaer Morhen. I mean...
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking
No,
together.
you
killed
can't
a
afford
wild
me.
boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
This is just my garb. This is not a man's garb. This is my garb.
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally.
I think the horse can outrun your horse, more
Black
accurately.
mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What's the problem? Your haircut weighing you down?
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I
Not
take
much
your
of a jockey, the Baron.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Okay, so apparently we're doing a little race. A small distraction for racery. Yes, all behind the Baron, the horses are playing a silent game of not hit. Hoof to nose. Last one loses. I have to ride a bunny? This seems unfair. But I'll make it work.
Ready?
Yeah, yeah.
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
First one to the tower. Okay. Can I stab your horse? No, that's
You
rude.
embarrass us.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Kick it.
Show how it's done.
So I do have a stamina bar to watch out for.
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the
Not
day.
sure how to deal with that exactly. But hopefully that's fine.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Lovely.
Thank you.
What?
What a lovely mare.
Another chance to win.
No, tell me that story next. No, keep flashing back. Oh no. I'm returning to the future. It's taking a while. It's taking a while to return to the future.
She screamed
We'll get
like
there.
a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't
Do
considered
you
that
want to fight the
possibility
werewolf?
before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Ooh. Yes. Yes, let's.
Ever play Gwent?
I have about 15 minutes remaining here. This may be the last thing if we can speed through it.
Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards.
But I do want one of his unique cards.
Let's lay him down.
Okay, I don't think I really have anything new to add to my deck. So, let's go for it. I need new things to add to my deck. That is the point of all of this. Okay, got a pretty good siege category going on. Save that for later. And start slow here. That's a very nice card, because it gives you 2 cards and it only adds 4 to the enemy attack. That's very, very nice. The other guy I've seen like that adds 9 to the enemy attack. Let's do another archer. Gotta get him to play something good. I imagine he has like a legendary hero card, and that is what I want him to waste. Ah, no, I didn't want that one. Darn. That was a siege. For some reason I thought it was one of these guys that I hadn't used yet. I wanted to save him. Oh well. I really do want to take the first round, though, but I am out of cards. Effectively out of cards. Okay. That is very sadly about all I can spare here. I'm gonna have to get him to, catch me. Yeah. I hope I have something that could maybe win a pass round. I imagine he will likely pass fairly soon. Try to bring something back from the graveyard here. Oh, yes, please. If that card died on your side, it goes into your graveyard, and then you can bring it back. So I just need to beat 9, which regrettably means not one of these 4s. I would need a 5 at least. Unless Fog goes to the ranged category. I think it does. Rain is siege. Fog must be ranged. Let's try that. Will tie us? Darn. So close. So close to being worthwhile. I can't tie. I need to win. That is sad. I guess I could use her. This is tricky. I have no idea what he has left here. I just have to hope I have more brute strength than he. And there goes some of my brute strength. Okay. Oh, that doesn't help. That would be a great time to have an impenetrable fog card. Oh boy, would it. Ah. Oh. What a shame. If only I had an impenetrable fog card. This may be possible. Strangely, though, that only seems to have taken 5 minutes. 5 minutes to lose.
You're not complete.
Wonder if we can go at him again.
But you really should work on your technique. Stop on
That's fair. That is a fair assessment. So the problem with this one, over all others, is that after this quest line, for some reason, you cannot ever play him at Gwent again. Or at least that's how it was during my original playthrough. This guy ended up being the last and only Gwent card I did not get my first time through. So I'm trying to press the issue here, but my apologies. To bring a dead halt to the witchery. It's all about the Gwentery now. See if we get any luck here on the draw this time. He's back in play, which means she's back in play. I can get 2 cards next turn. Yay for me. Interesting. So he has 4 extra cards. 4 cards more than I do. But now I can even play that guy, and it'll only add 1 to his second round. So I imagine he's also kind of trying to get me to pass. I'm not sure if I should put one more thing down beforehand. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Yikes. That hurt. I should have played something with a 6. That Scorch card can only kill your highest attack item, your attack card, and if 3 of them happen to all be the same highest, it takes all of them out, as you just saw. That's depressing, but at least he won't have it later. Oh, yikes. This is rough. I'm just wasting so many cards, and he has 11. An insane amount, some may say. I was really hoping to save this whole siege augmentation for next turn, so yikes. I really can't give him this pass, though. I need to keep fighting, as sad as it is. He definitely has those guys ready to go. I wonder if I could even get him to use it. Let's try. I want you to use your doubles so that I can use impenetrable fog. I'm tempted to do this. He's just not gonna put his other dragon infantry down. That rat! This is the last card I can afford. I promise. That will be it. And he never used his dragon inventory. Or infantry, rather. Huh. So I just have to hope I get very, very good cards from this medic. Otherwise, goodbye. It seems to be like a matter of just getting a few new cards added to your deck. The default deck you start with really does not have anything worthwhile, and that makes it a little sad. But once you can begin to get a foothold, it can turn the tide. So I still need to win twice. That first round was just bad. I chased him far down the rabbit hole, and I should not have. Just trying to get him to use anything. Okay, he's passed at 11. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So this ought to be quick. And then I will regrettably have to go. So sorry to end it on a double losing Gwent. But that's just how it goes sometimes, in the world of Gwent. Fair enough. Alright, we will return and try again next time here. Still desperately want to get his card before we continue. Thank you. Alright, so I will leave it here for now. We'll give it a quick save. Alright, thank you so much for your time and coming along with me here. We will take one more swipe at the Baron in the world of Gwent, and then we will continue on, perhaps using this letter of safe conduct to get into Oxenfurt and make sure Tamara is okay, and if not, we will be pursuing the werewolf and Anna. And we will rescue. I do hope. Thank you again. See you back here for more Baron Gwent, and have a lovely day. Bye for now.